Hi, welcome. Thank you for tuning in this week as we continue our ongoing journey. Even as I use the word journey to describe our experience together, I'm aware that in our Torah portion this week, we are about to begin the journey that will define the Jewish people for all time into eternity. Moses is about to have his final showdown with Pharaoh. And when the 10th and most horrific plague of all arrives, to claim the firstborn of Egypt's children, he will lead the Israelites out of Egypt, and their long and still continuing journey to the promised land will begin. Journeys in Jewish life are sacred endeavors, and it is remarkable how much of our history has been characterized by them. Since God commanded Abraham and Sarah to leave their home and everything that was familiar to them, we have reenacted that scene and that situation over and over again. Our journeys do not simply cover physical distance, however. We have pursued countless journeys of the mind and spirit, searching, engaging, consuming, troubling, painful, and even torturous journeys. How many times, we might ask, have our physical journeys brought us to new cultures, new environments, new sets of rules and expectations? There is no question that a journey shapes the individual who embarks upon it. But we Jews have traveled more than most, and I believe that has shaped us, both communally and individually. I find the concept of a journey to be comforting, supportive, and helpful. If I am feeling challenged, defeated, hurt, or if I have failed, the idea that I am on a journey helps me to put my situation into perspective. It gives me a longer view, a wider lens, a place to go with my discomfort. If I am part of an ongoing journey, then my current pain and disappointment is not the sum and substance of my life. This is a moment on that journey. It is painful and uncomfortable, but I can look back and know that I have had other experiences that were positive and wonderful, and I can look forward then with hope and anticipation. And most importantly, I can experience this moment, whatever it holds, in all of its fullness, with a spirit of curiosity and compassion for myself. So, with those thoughts of journeying, but journeying moment by moment, let us take our first break to breathe. And I invite you to find your comfortable and yet attentive position and to settle yourself. Take a moment, just feel the space around you. Be aware of where you are so that you can kind of just let that all go. And I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And to turn your attention inward. We turn our attention inward to all those places that hold us apart sometimes from the world, that hold us even apart from our experience. And let us relax into this moment by letting go of our creased foreheads, of our attentive ears. Let's just wiggle them, if not in reality, in our minds. Let us allow our faces to drop all expression and to allow our jaws to just kind of hang on its hinge. And moving through our bodies, we take our shoulders and we can scrunch them up for a moment and then allow them to fall. where we can roll the one and the other forward and backward. And as we do that, think about our arms that are also letting go, and our elbows we might flap for a moment in the wind, and our lower arms and our wrists that we could just gently rotate, wiggle our fingers, and allow them to sit in our laps. And let us focus inside and just allow our lungs to be pliable, our digestive system to rest for a moment. Let us release our tummies if we are holding onto them tightly. And simultaneously be aware that our hips, we can let go of our hips and our thighs, and wave our knees perhaps, and our lower legs, our calves, twirl our ankles, and just kind of lift our feet up and down, wiggle our toes. We might even imagine that we are in a special place, a happy place that we enjoy. All of us, our whole beings, and see if that helps to just let go. And with this ease, let us turn our attention to our breath and inhale a big, easy, filling breath. And do nothing more with it than let it come inside of us and fill our insides, all the nooks and crannies of our bodies that we have just released. And I hope you yawn. I most often do, almost always do, because that kind of deep breathing relaxes everything, including the yawning mechanism. And then let us let it go with the same kind of attention and focus with which we took it in. And we breathe in this moment once again. And we breathe out any focus on other things. This is now. This breath is now. It's the only time it can be taken. It's the only time it can be observed, right now. And we exhale. That's all that's happening. In the whole world, our breath is leaving our bodies until we take another breath in. And already, we have experienced 2 breaths along our journey. It's all that exists. Our breathing in and our breathing out. I thought I would share with you this story that comes to us from Tal Shahar, a positive psychology author. He, in turn, is drawing upon a version told by Martin Buber. There was a king who could not banish his sorrow. No matter what he tried, The remedies prepared by his doctors, the advice offered by his wise counselors, he continued to be unhappy, becoming more despondent every day that passed. In desperation, messengers were sent out across the land, promising a reward to anyone who could help the king. The greatest experts came to the palace and tried their best, but to no avail. A few days later, an old man dressed in work clothes arrived at the palace gate. "I am a farmer," he said, "and a student of nature. I have come to help the king." "The king doesn't need help from the likes of you," the king's chief counselor said dismissively. "I shall wait then until he is prepared to see me." With each passing day, the king's condition worsened. He felt sad and helpless, and he saw no end to his suffering. Finally, when virtually all hope was lost, the counselor let the old man in. Without uttering a word, the man approached the king, handed him a simple wooden ring, and left. The king looked at the ring, read the inscription that was etched on it, and slipped it on his finger. For the first time in months, he smiled. "What does it say, Your Majesty?" asked the king's counselor. "Just 4 words," said the king. "This too shall pass." That phrase, upon which this story is based, has been part of Jewish tradition for a long time. It is most often ascribed to King Solomon's wisdom, but it appears in various forms. In the Hebrew, it is Gam Zeh Ya'avor. This too shall pass. It can seem trite, reductive, simple, but carries with it a basic truth, good or bad, happy or sad, difficult or easy, curse or blessing. Gam Zeh Ya'avor. This too shall pass. It is also found in many cultures and faiths. I learned this week that Abraham Lincoln used it in his encouraging remarks to farmers, yes, farmers, just like the man in our story. In 1859, he addressed them, a year before he was elected president of the United States. This is how he concluded his remarks. Some of you will be successful, and such will need but little philosophy to take them home in cheerful spirits. Others will be disappointed and will be in a less happy mood. To such, let it be said, lay it not too much to heart. Let them adopt the maxim, better luck next time, and then, by renewed exertion, make that better luck for themselves. And by the successful and the unsuccessful, let it be remembered that while occasions like the present bring their sober and durable benefits, the exaltations and mortifications of them are but temporary. That the victor shall soon be vanquished if he relax in his exertion, and that the vanquished this year may be victor the next, in spite of all competition. It is said an Eastern monarch once charged his wise men to invent him a sentence to be ever in view, and which should be true and appropriate in all times and situations. They presented him with the words, "And this too shall pass." How much it expresses, how chastening in the hour of pride, how consoling in the depths of affliction. And this too shall pass. And yet let us hope it is not quite true. Let us hope rather that by the best cultivation of the physical world, beneath and around us, and the intellectual and moral world within us, we shall secure an individual, social, and political prosperity and happiness, whose course shall be onward and upward, and which, while the earth endures, shall not pass away. Thus Abraham Lincoln found comfort in this concept. So let us take another few moments to breathe in the truth of this moment, of whatever moment it is in your life, in your journey, in our journeys. Gam ze ya'avor, this too shall pass. And I pray that we will be ready to greet the next moment with its fullness of experience. So let us breathe. This exercise actually, just of breathing, but paying attention to the breathing, is meant to allow us to appreciate every single moment as it happens, not once it's gone, not before it gets here, but right now. Even as it is true that Gam ze ya'avor, that this too shall pass. So our lives are made up of such moments. Our journeys evolve with such moments. Every moment, like a pearl or a diamond, a gemstone linked together. This is what makes our lives, and why it is so important to pay attention, to be present, to know what is happening now and what is happening to me. We might focus on the breath going in. And then again, going out. I have a colleague, Rabbi Zachary Shapiro, who weekly shares a blog post entitled, "A Moment in Time." His purpose is to lift up some experience of beauty, of wonder, of love, of appreciation that might otherwise be missed. The power and poignancy of his observations comes from the unspoken understanding that the moment being observed will quickly pass. Recently, he wrote in a post entitled, "Each day, God recreates the world." Sigh. There is a lot of darkness our world endures. But every day there is at least one moment in time when we can harness beauty. Sometimes we stumble upon it. Sometimes we search for it. But I promise you, those moments are always surrounding us, knocking on our doors. We can open our eyes. We can open our ears. We can open our hearts. And we will capture the light. Moments of exquisite beauty will pass, so let us live them as they occur. May you have many such moments in the week ahead, even as you recognize Gam ze ya'avor, each moment must pass. God bless. Thank you for joining. Have a good week. I'll see you next time.